Hello and welcome everyone to this video on SAP ABAP on HANA, Implementing Code Pushdown Techniques by ZaranTech. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our ZaranTech YouTube channel and hit the bell icon to never miss any update from us.
Hi all, in today's video we will discuss the two main approaches which we have when we move to the SAP S/4HANA architecture. So one approach is code push-down approach, okay, and the other approach, which was the traditional approach. The first approach, which is the traditional approach, means which we have been using since a long time from our initial days, is code to data approach. So one is data to code approach, sorry, my bad. One is data to code approach and the other is code to data approach. So data to code approach, which is code, the traditional approach, okay, which is, this left side approach. What does this approach say? So this approach says that, this approach was the current or the traditional approach. Current as if you are in ECC, this is your current approach. Okay. So it's the current or the traditional approach, and when we are making use of some known HANA databases. Okay, let's say we want to have some data from our database, and so what we have to do is we will write a select query. Okay, we will write a select query on the data. We will fetch the data. Now the database server will send you that data to the application server, and then that data will be stored in an internal table. We will process that data in the internal table, and we might need to do some calculations, sort, modify, etc. And then we will present that data at the application layer, means to the end user. It increases the load on the application layer, server layer, and database layer. Because the reason why it increases load is because, let's say, the end result is 10 data sets. Okay, the end result is 10 data sets. But let's say you have a scenario where while consuming the data, you fetch like thousands of records. Okay, so not thousand, let's say lakhs of records. So in this way, unknowingly, the load on your server has been increased a lot, whereas the final result set is very less. Whereas in my code to data approach, what does it say? Which is code push down approach, means all the complex transactions have been, all the complex operations have been put at the database level only. So my code to data approach says that HANA supports writing code in such a way that logic should not be executed in the application layer. Entire logic will be executed in HANA database layer. No load on the application server, and hence performance will increase as only the selected rows, which are our final result set, will be loaded on the application layer. Okay, so if my final result set is, let's say, 10 to 15 records, only those 15, 16 records, or let's say we speak in million and trillions of data, and my final result set is only 1,000 records. So in this code push down approach and code to data approach, all the data intensive operations will be pushed to database layer, and hence only the 10,000 results which are relevant to my end user will be pushed down in the application layer, and hence reducing a significant load on my application layer network layer. And this way, SAP HANA works in a much faster way.